Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Marie, and thanks for joining me as I do too many things at once. Today we are going on a craft venture. This is what I like to call it, is where I help someone on their crafting journey. And today that someone is my sister. It is Mardi Gras season here in New Orleans. I'm in New Orleans with my family. I drove out here a little while ago to spend some time with them, and I am still here for the Mardi Gras season, which is my favorite holiday. Unfortunately, this Mardi Gras, we are not allowed to have parades or congregate outside because of the pandemic. So everyone in New Orleans has decided that we are still going to celebrate in our own way, and that leads us to house floats. What is a house float? It's basically decorating your house like a Mardi Gras float. Since I want to make a house float, I don't have a house here in New Orleans, so that means I have to enlist my sister's house. So I went to my sister. I was like, Dana, I got an idea. Let's make your house a house float. And she was like, I'm already working on it. And I was like, cool. So it's a collaboration between me and my sister, and which is really fun because my sister and I have never done a project together before. We are both very crafty, creative people, and we do things separately. My sister's a costume designer. She does like theater costumes and things like that, and she also does costumes for the kids she teaches. And I like to do other random crafts. So this is the first time like we have sat down together to do a craft, which is like super cool and super fun and super exciting. So we had to like compromise on our ideas. I wanted to build like a really big head and like out of plywood. And I was like, okay, we're gonna get a projector. We're gonna project it on the wall. We're gonna like do all this stuff. My sister was like, we need to think about how much time we have. And I was like, okay, you right. So we decided to do something simple yet bold. So we decided to make some flowers and do some coconuts. And the reason we're doing coconuts because we want to pay tribute to the Zulu Mardi Gras crew here in New Orleans, which is the Black Mardi Gras crew. And so that's what we settled on. So that's what we're gonna do. The idea for the flowers did not come from me. I did not make this up. I cannot take the credit. It came from Rachel from Shaylin. I don't know how to pronounce, girl, I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce your YouTube name, but she basically saved everyone's life in New Orleans. She was like, I'm gonna show y'all how to make Mardi Gras float flowers, and everybody in New Orleans was like, yes. Buying up all the poster board, it took me like 3 days to find poster board to make these flowers. You should, number one, watch Rachel's video. It is super informative, and you can make these flowers for literally anything. They are gonna be fun and beautiful no matter what you do with them. Number two, my sister was like, I want you to make these flowers 10 times bigger. And I was like, okay, I can do that. So I got giant poster board, as you'll see in a few seconds, but she wanted it to be 10 times bigger, and I happily accepted that challenge. So without further ado, let's start this craft venture. So to make them 10 times bigger, I use full-size poster board. The smaller one is the one that Rachel used in her video, which is half-size poster board. So yeah, I was in for a treat. I will say to be sure to take your time tracing and cutting this out because poster board this size moved easily and was looking heavy to hold. My hand was cramping a little bit. But if I messed up and, you know, it was a little lopsided, I just trimmed it later. I ended up cutting out enough for 2 big flowers and 2 small flowers. Giant. Can you see me? The next day, my good friend KP came over because he loves himself a craft. Hey, KP.
Hey.
He was here to help me with my flowers and my leaves, and thank you, KP, your help. Where would I be without it? The only thing I really knew is that I wanted to do a pink flower, and I had these 3 different pinks to pick from, so I went with the like one in the middle, the cute berry pink. And what I love about the spray paint is that it gives this airbrush look to how like real professional float flowers really look. While I spray painted all the pink flowers, KP came through and got the leaves together with lots of Gorilla Glue adhesive. I will say this, spray more than you think you will need because you need more, way more. Oh, gorgeous.
Money.
She's gorgeous. She's a winner. Wow, that's beautiful. What do you think, KP?
I love it.
Oh, that's gonna be so pretty.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
It's the forest. Sleep in the forest. Welcome to my tie-dye jungle. I packed up all the leaves and all the petals and we just took a drive to Dana's house before everything got rained on. And my car smelled like spray paint for a couple of days, but it was fine. Ventilate your cars. If you're gonna put spray painted leaves into cars, make sure you ventilate. In order to do her giant coconut, Dana ordered this $12 ridiculously huge emoji beach ball from Amazon. Did you blow this up by yourself? All by yourself, no help?
No help.
No help. The ball is mocking us. The ball's laughing at us. The next day, KP came to help us, which was really great. Thank God for him. But we encountered a few issues. Number one, my sister realized she got the wrong chalkboard paint. Number two, it was super rainy and super damp outside, so it took forever for things to dry. Number three, we did not do the best job adhering. So KP had to sit there and like spray them together and hold them together with his fingers. And then there was the wind. Even though the wind was a big hater, it was fine because the weather got warm enough and things were able to dry much quicker in the sun. And so I let KP spray sealant on the leaves, and while he did that, I went inside and did some finishing touches on the flower petals, which was to use gold leaf. Now, I have never used gold leaf before, but I was like, you know what, it's Mardi Gras, so why not? Let's try something fun and something shiny. I wanted the leaves to look sparkly when the sun hits them and stuff like that.
She puts the Mod Podge onto the gold leaves. The artist is at work. Get the gold leaves. And yes, it is real. Gang gang.
Gang gang. Gorgina. She's done.
You people could never.
My sister started working on her small coconut. She used an indoor-outdoor gloss acrylic paint. She liked the gloss look and it gave it really good coverage. She added the Z-U-L-U to them to spell out Zulu, although she accidentally put two Z's and it would have spelled Zuzu. And I thought it was a hilarious joke, but she said no, they might get mad, so she fixed it.
This needs to be a little bit thicker. Come out another end.
Yeah.
In sight. From a distance, somebody in their car is not gonna stand out that thin.
Yeah. I left her to her glitter and I finished gold leafing the big petals. For the pink, I did a straight line on all the petals, but for the orange, I did little designs. I can tell the top petals from the small ones because it's very easily to confuse them because they were only a tiny bit smaller. Dana, what's going on over there? What's going on, Dana? But it looks so nice. Look how gorgeous this gold leaf is, honestly. It flows, but I'm about to mess that all up with this polyurethane. I got the non-spray version for the petals because I wanted it to be super safe, especially because it was about to storm in 2 days. And I got the satin because I didn't want to be mad glossy. For the gold leaf, I took my time and dabbed it down so I wouldn't tear it away. If some got on the brush, I wiped it onto a paper towel. Dana ended up using that same indoor-outdoor glossy acrylic paint on her big giant coconut because the coverage was so good, and we spent the rest of the night sealing all these petals and painting. The brush-on polyurethane ended up making the petals so heavy that the wires I had in it couldn't hold shape when I tried to fold them. So I immediately drove to Lowe's to get some thick 14 gauge wire and some wire cutters. Dana suggested that I try to wiggle the wire into the flowers since my adhesion wasn't the best. I was able to get wire in most of them except for 2 of them. So I did a layer of E6000 and yellow electrical tape to make sure the wires stayed in place while it dried. I didn't end up taking the tape off because I was afraid it was going to like rip the petal. But luckily I only had to do 2 of these, one pink and one orange. I added some wire here so I can like bend the little detail of the inside of the flower, the center part, and then just put a whole bunch of hot glue and stuck that glitter ball on.
Oh no! The pedal!
What happened?
Nothing. It's just flipping forward. It looks heavy.
Y'all, I am so excited about these flowers that I could cry. Like a little tear or something. But I'm gonna hold it together. But the satisfaction that I felt holding that flower, I don't know if I'll ever feel that again. Once the flowers are finally done, I went to help my sister finish up her coconuts. For the coconuts, I used a clear gloss sealant, polyurethane sealant, so they can still be as shiny as they can be once they're dried. When I was done that, I went over to help Dana with a giant coconut. Doing this glitter eye gave us some issues because it ended up getting so damp and wet outside that it took forever for anything to dry. Even when I went to use the glossy brush on polyurethane, that took forever to dry. I ended up standing outside in the cold with a hairdryer to try to speed up the process a little bit. But you know what? We were happy with her. She ended up looking real cute. And then my mom came over to make our float sign. Yeah, you want me to find you some regular scissors?
I was doing this until you found some. I thought you were.
Why don't you use a box cutter?
Because I'm waiting for y'all to find it.
It's in there. You didn't look for it.
I did.
Well, it is finally time to assemble the house. My sister has these foil curtains, I think that's what they're called, to put on the house because she wanted to mimic how like some of the floats are, because some of the floats have like these like foil pieces on them. And then my sister enlisted the help of her friend Hal, who was extremely tall, so thank God that he came over because we are short people and we can't really reach things. Yay, look at that. Love some tall assistants. The pink flower was a bit droopy when we hung it, so we took it down to bend in different directions. And then I got the idea that I wanted to put it up because I wanted the satisfaction to see it go on the house, but
Donnie, you good?
It's like the ladder. The ladder's I tried to hang my own art. Doesn't work.
Donnie, how you feeling about it?
Huh?
How you feeling about it?
Sad. Dana used this old skirt that she had from a costume, I think, to make a beautiful gold mask for our giant coconut. Because even our coconut knows the value in wearing a mask, y'all. It's a pandemic. And it was finally time to hang the little coconuts onto the house. Warm up one last time, Dana. No, this must be from the ceiling. It got when it got wet. You see it on this? Yeah, it must be from when it got wet. It's like white on the other side. So far, so good. So I was like, the flower was like 10 times bigger. He was like, I can make that big. Who? When I was like making 10 times bigger, he was like, for real, 10 times bigger? I was like, yeah. He was like, well, I can make it that big. I think if we make it bigger, better, it makes it a bigger shape. Yeah. I gotta go pick it. I ain't gonna go right in the middle. It's gonna go right in the middle. He said nobody go see the house. We spent some time debating on how we wanted the mask to fall on the giant coconut, but in the end, we ended up using some Gorilla Glue spray and some tape to secure it, and it worked out pretty well. My sister's neighbors are funny. They supervised from across the street, so we asked them how they felt about it. But it's all right. What y'all think? It's all right. It's all right. Okay. We're all done.
All done.
All done. We're not doing this again. We might.
Neither.
We might do it again.
What you think, Mr. Anthony?
I'll give a table whenever you guys do Mardi Gras.
We're doing the whole block. Let's see. Wait, we gotta take a picture of us in the house.
Oh, that's look cute, man.
Oh, Lord. So after about 5 days of paints, glitters, glues, and all the things you can imagine, Dana and I, with the help of KP, my mom and the kids, got this house done. And I would say 10 out of 10 would do again. I would definitely do another craft venture with my sister. I super enjoyed it. I definitely think it brought us closer. Me and my sister had a little bonding time. Definitely was so excited I was able to be home for this, to do this with her. I mean, you know, we don't get to spend as much time together anymore since I live in LA and they live in New Orleans. But yeah, 10 out of 10 would do again. And you know, again, special thanks to KP and Hal for taking time out of their days to help our family with our house float. So I mean, I guess I should stop talking and show you the house float. So here it is in 3, 2, 1. How you feel, Dana?
Groovy.
You what?
Good.
You said what?
Groovy.
Groovy. You sound like mama. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for some more fun DIY content, some more fun home makeover content, some more craft ventures, some more doing too many things at once. And I'll see y'all next time.